Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2023 in another part of the Williams Road to Glory career mode. Today we have got the Dutch Grand Prix, we've got the summer break as well, so lots of things to get through. Last episode, we got ourselves back into the championship, you would say. You know, we're still 20 odd points behind Max Verstappen, but we've got momentum behind us, and Esteban Ocon has been Mr. Consistent this season. He has been absolutely brilliant. Hopefully he can keep that up. Thank you very much for the support on the series so far. Do keep hitting the like button down below if you are enjoying, and without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed straight into the action. As I say, you know, we've got a lot to get through today. We have to get through this summer break period with aplomb. So let's, without further ado, let's get onto the cars. They need some parts replacing in them. The underfloor needs replacing, so we probably need a couple more underfloors to get us through until the end of the season. That's absolutely fine. Rear wings wise will be okay. We don't actually have another suspension though, which is annoying. And we don't have any manufacturing capacity, so we'll have to put the old suspension on for now. But I think we don't actually have any on there, but that's okay. We can sort that out. Feature race results. You can see Oliver Bearman winning in Belgium. All looking good then. Right. In terms of development, you know, we've got our 4 things on, and we've got the manufacturing going as well, so I think let's just get going. And eventually, oh, data concern from the wind tunnel. Yeah, let's approve the investigation. It almost always means something will happen. We did indeed discover a fault. That could have escalated. Okay, cool. That's fine. Right, push on. Side pod's done. Okay, so we've got enough side pods to keep us going. Let's get some more of these going. 3 more of them. Okay. Monthly car development, all looking good actually. You know, we are right at the top of the ladder, which is fantastic. 88 reactions now for Ocon, 87 smoothness for Yuki Tsunoda. Aston Martin upgrading their HQ. We've got a spotlight on Mercedes, and well, everything else looking great right now. I think we want to go for a little bit of fatigue reduction, in all honesty. I think that's exactly what we want to do. Make sure that the team are as rested as possible. Hopefully no chance of mistakes. And okay, our time might not get any better, but that's okay. We don't need it to, particularly. So let's take them off the gym. And hopefully we'll still get fast pit stops. I don't think we actually need to train them anymore. Yeah, I think that's good. Cool. Yeah, give them a proper break over the summer. Alright, underfloor is done. That's nice. Yeah, we're very close to getting all of this sort of thing done. Right, 24 research done on the rear wing. Let's have a little look. Yeah, we have increased our knowledge quite significantly there, which is good to see. So we should be in a fairly nice position going into next year's car at the moment. So let's get another research task underway. Let's maybe do it on the side pods. We've obviously got no ATR stuff left, but we can at the very least stick plenty of guys on it for 24 days and start researching next year's car. Yeah, more chassis research done. Perfect. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But let's go and get some suspension research done for next season. Hang on, hang on. That's a design focus. We don't want to do that. Yeah. Research. Suspension. Nice. Okay, we can have one person working on that. Can probably edit that and go for 4 on that one. Edit that one. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at the chassis research. Yeah, you can see massive gains in our knowledge. Okay, design complete for the front wing and the underfloor. Definitely want to get this front wing made. We're going to get 6 of them designed to last us all the way till the end of the season. And we can get 2 more research tasks going. And it's the next 18 days. So if we can swing this, so most of these are done within 18 days. That's going to be really key. Yeah, let's go underfloor again. It's such an important part, isn't it? To get right. Right. Okay, we've spent quite a bit of money there. Let's have a look at the cost cap. So we are projected to spend another 8.9 million. We've still got 33 million in the bank. So we can spend a little bit more on our car development and our car part research for next season. We should be okay. We're staying off the emergency manufacturers. We've got to bear in mind another 10 million for a new engine for Esteban Ocon. But that's not going to be happening today, at least. Okay. Right, let's have a little look at car 2. Should be able to get the this other suspension on there. Don't think any of the new wing have been made yet, so we'll have that ready for Monza. But yes, lots of people have been asking, go into the car analysis screen just before the weekend, just so we can see where your car is, and you know, you can see it looks like a lot of teams have made a bit of a step forward, really. We could be left behind, in all honesty. If we go Red Bull, for instance, they're smashing it. Mercedes are pretty good. Ferrari are good. McLaren are good. Alpine are better. Haas, you know, in certain areas are better. We could be back towards the rear at this Grand Prix by the looks of that. Okay, let's promise both will get through to Q3 and Q2. I'm assuming teams have done a lot of work over the summer. But we're in a good position in both championships. In terms of Ocon's powertrain, we can't really buy a new engine for him this weekend, can we? We haven't got enough money. Yeah, it cost us 5 million. I don't think that one engine is going to last him. Let's just count. So we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still 10 races to go. It's crazy, isn't it? So yeah, don't think one engine's going to be enough, but it is what it is. We'll just have to think. Let's get ourselves into this race weekend here in Zandvoort. Always a cracking Grand Prix.
Hello, and a very warm welcome as we prepare for the Dutch Grand Prix. We're back from the summer break with topped-up tans. Vacation, though, is now over, and it's time to get serious on the track for the second half of the F1 season. The track has seen many unforgettable moments, like Gilles Villeneuve's three-wheeled lap at the 1979 Dutch Grand Prix, which cost him victory. What excitement lies ahead this year?
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors' table right now. And at round 14, we're well into the season and the points allocation.
So, without further ado, let's get started.
Okay, right, let's get ourselves into the weekend. I'll have a think what I do about Esteban Ocon. It might just be an ERS this weekend, and we'll see what we can do from there. Okay, folks, I think we're ready for qualifying. 95% setup confidence for both drivers, looking in pretty good shape. Pretty happy with that, actually. We have decided to go with the brand new ERS for Esteban Ocon. He will get a penalty, you know, we know that. But there's nothing we can do. We've just we've got to take it, and that's what we'll do with it. Hopefully we manage to get through. Our practice pace has not been special at all. We've actually been really struggling, so I'm hoping there'll be no traffic troubles for either of them. We certainly don't need that. And there you go, a 109.4 for Esteban Ocon and a 109.6 for Yuki Tsunoda. Gasly goes P3, Leclerc splits them, Magnussen goes P3 now. And yeah, I mean, Max Verstappen, he's the one we've got to watch, of course, the World Championship leader. He's over the line, he only goes 7th at his home Grand Prix. So that's a bit of a shock, and well, maybe in that new ERS, Ocon just has that little bit more power. Piastri goes quickest now. He's been awesome this season, hasn't he? Russell up to P3 as well. He's had a fabulous year at Ferrari. But yeah, as we often find, certainly in qualifying, in the top 7 with both drivers. But it is Ocon, you know, carrying the team at the moment. It has to be said. And that, you know, is possibly a little bit worrying going forward. That maybe we need to think about getting somebody else in the team for next season. But I hadn't really considered it. And then somebody said in the comments a couple of days ago, Joe, are you thinking about next season's drivers? And I'm thinking, well, why would I want anything other than Ocon and Tsunoda? But you know, clearly there is a big performance deficit, and yeah, that could be something. But yeah, we're just calling these guys in because they weren't going to improve. They were caught in heavy traffic there, and it should be absolutely fine anyway. They come into the pit lane and are through in 3rd and 7th, so that's not too bad. Max Verstappen only 10th, which is an interesting one. Albon goes out of qualifying with Bottas, Porsche, Lance Stroll and Zayn Maloney. Okay, into Q2 we go, and yeah, I think brand new set of soft tyres. Again, try and get them out there as quick as possible so that there's very little traffic. Now Piastri could be somebody that is in the way here. And yeah, you can see Ocon has very much had to back off there. Lost a couple of tenths on his teammates, at least. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come round again, but there goes Yuki Tsunoda over the line. It's a 109.5, 105.8
So close to 0 for negative.
for Ocon.
On the brakes on the way in if you can. Yeah, copy.
So I'm going to get them out there again. Try and avoid traffic at all costs. We really struggled in Belgium with the traffic. Very nearly cost us in the end. And, well, once again, Ocon's going to have to deal with De Vries and Joe here. Let's see as he comes round Tarzan corner now. Up the hill, all the way through. And it is green, that first sector. What about Sonoda? Is he going to be green? Yes, he is green. And now coming through the middle sector. Green again from Ocon. So this is going to be a good lap, I think, from both drivers. And here he comes up to the line then. Esteban Ocon. It's only a 109.6. It's actually not that good. And here comes Yuki Tsunoda. I think he's going to do a little bit better than that. No, much worse. Sector 3 time. And Max Verstappen goes quickest. And yeah, Ocon currently sailing out of Q2.
Okay, P4.
As it stands.
That's a good lap, mate.
Select go in lap.
I'm going to have to like to use the brand new tyres, I think, with both of them. It's going to be very tough, so Tsunoda and Ocon out there. And they're going to push on now. And this has got to be the lap. This has got to be the lap. Can Ocon get himself through to Q3? He's purple in Sector 1.
You've taken the checkered flag.
And he's pushing very nicely here. He's green in Sector 2. Oh, Tsunoda's luckily the one that is through. We might as well bring him in. Ocon over the line. He goes second. Very good. I don't quite know what happened there. I don't know why that changed, but yeah, Ocon got up to P3 in the end. Nice to see. And there we go then. Through to Q3 with both drivers. Daniel Ricciardo out of qualifying 2. Gasly, Zhou Guanyu, Mick Schumacher and Nick De Vries. The others to join them. Okay, scrub tyres for both drivers at the start of Q3.
Two, one, should be green.
We desperately want no traffic. There's Lando Norris. I think we'll be okay, but we'll follow Esteban Ocon on his lap. We're looking for essentially about a 109.2 if we can here. That would be the perfect scenario. Yeah, it looks good so far. There's Lando Norris. Yeah, it's not ideal. Tsunoda's going to come up to the line. Oh no.
Just keep the delta
109.7. It's
And we are boxing this lap.
bloody traffic in this game. I mean, we can probably get another round in on the scrub tyres. I'm thinking just in terms of we want fresh tyres for tomorrow, so if we can get a good grid position with these two on scrubs, and well, Norris has come out again, that's going to be almost exactly the same place that they get screwed over here. What are the chances of this? Yeah, I think Ocon's going to be okay. It's going to have an almighty tow over the line here. It's just going to be if his middle sector's any good. Look at this. Very good tow over the line. It's a 109.4. That puts him second. That puts him second. I think that's going to be
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good lap.
pretty good for Ocon. Probably the best we're going to get out of him.
Join in.
Now, we're going to leave Ocon out there. We're going to send Sonoda on the brand new tyres. And we'll see what he can pull off around this fabulous track. Oh, well, not a lot.
Okay, that's the flag.
Yeah, he's a second off in Sector 1, so out for Sonoda, I'm afraid. Because of that Red Bull, but there you go. It's Charles Leclerc on pole position. He spoils the homecoming party of World Championship leader Max Verstappen. Carlos Sainz is in second, Max Verstappen third. Ocon would have been fourth, but has his penalty. Piastri in fifth, then Perez sixth, Russell seventh, Tsunoda eighth, Norris ninth, and Kevin Magnussen is P10. Pardon me.
The time has come to fight it out. It's race day.
Zandvoort's highly banked corners make it one of the more unusual Grand Prix circuits. Dutch driver Max Verstappen won with a dominant lead here in 2021, driving the home fans to a frenzy as he did. And the weather today is sunny. These are ideal conditions for the drivers to shine.
So let's see how the teams tackle this race today at the Dutch Grand Prix.
Okay, right. Let's have a think about how we proceed in this race. 10-place grid penalty for Esteban Ocon for the new ERS unit. We have got the brand new set of softs. What is going to be the way to do this race? Well, we do have two brand new sets of mediums. We've got the new set of softs as well. Right, let's try and think this through. Do you go two aggressive stints on the mediums? Yeah, I think you do, you know. I think that's what Ocon's got to do. Tsunoda, meanwhile, I think we can try and think about... Because he hasn't got any new sets of softs. And that's the consideration. I mean, perhaps he's got two sets of mediums. Does he start on a slightly used set? Maybe attack them. And then we go quite hard or quite long on the mediums. Maybe we do that. It's a very tough scenario to be in, isn't it? Yeah. Right, take a lap of fuel out. Ocon starting on the mediums. Tsunoda starting on the softs in 7th place. Let's get ourselves into it. Here we go.
Get ready for some fighting between the sand dunes here at the Dutch Grand Prix. The AlphaTauri driver has got a lot of people talking.
P20 is definitely not where any driver would want to find themselves. But they've got to get their head down and work hard.
But there's no more time left. We've got a race on our hands. The drivers are ready and the crowds are waiting.
Here we go then. We are ready for the lights. It's lights out. Away we go here in Holland. Very good start for Charles Leclerc, who flies into turn 1.
Copy that.
Very, very good.
Use the overtaking.
And Yuki Tsunoda, he's going to be trying to make some aggressive overtakes at the start of this race. We're going to do the same with Esteban Ocon, but Charles Leclerc leads. Then we've got Sainz, then Max Verstappen, then it's Oscar Piastri in P4. Then we've got Sergio Perez in P5, with Yuki Tsunoda side by side with George Russell in P6, but it's soon to be P7, I think, because they're still side by side. I think Russell's going to have him here on the exit, unless Tsunoda can get him back down the inside here, and that's exactly what he does. He's back up into 6th place. Then we have Russell behind him. Magnussen is P7. And then Daniel Ricciardo is P8. P9. Then Gasly P10. Then Schumacher 11th. Zhou in 12th. Followed by Esteban Ocon in P13. He's the one that really needs to make the most of the pack being close together at the start. And straight away he's having a little look here at the Alfa Romeo. Is he going to go around the outside here? He's on the nicer medium tyres compared to the hards that Zhou Guanyu is on. And if you look at that, there's a couple of drivers on that hard tyre. That's going to be a hell of a job to get those warmed up. And there you go, Ocon is through. Very nicely done. Tsunoda meanwhile starting to catch up towards Sergio Perez, which is exactly where we want to be. Now Ocon, can he have a look at Mick Schumacher, who's on the soft tyres by the looks of things? Okay, just drop everything down. And that's absolutely fine. Right, Tsunoda is being followed very closely by Sergio Perez. Tsunoda's managed to make it past him. Let's see, and yep, it looks like it was into Tarzan corner. Down the inside he goes and plays that very, very nicely. Well played.
Okay, back off.
Very good. Now, can Yuki Tsunoda stay with Oscar Piastri here? I'll give him the DRS, of course. And there goes Esteban Ocon, just trying to get round the inside of Mick Schumacher. And it might be a case of going down the inside here, and he does. He flies it down the inside. And in the quicker car, Esteban Ocon is through, up to 11th place already. Needs a damage limitation Grand Prix today. It's Carlos Sainz leading the way. And we've got Charles Leclerc followed by Max Verstappen in 3rd, who's just dropping off the back a little bit here. And, well, Tsunoda managing to get nice and close to these guys. And using the DRS, is he going to be able to make a little move as Piastri's having a little look? Didn't manage it there. Meanwhile, Ocon P11 behind his own Alpine. And then Daniel Ricciardo, that's certainly somebody you want to get dispatched quickly. And then you're back into the running, really. So I'm going to deploy our ERS here. Try and make the most of it.
No more overtake.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah, Daniel Ricciardo's I want to keep an eye on here. Yeah, good defense from him. And there we go with Esteban Ocon. He's going to have a look round the outside of Pierre Gasly here. This would be a huge move if he pulls it off. He's still there. And if he can keep it side by side, he's going to have the inside line here. And then we'll be able to take Daniel Ricciardo. This is an awesome move. What a move from Esteban Ocon. He's a man that absolutely wants to get back into this race. And then he can see the Mercedes not too far ahead. And all of a sudden, he's going to be right back into things. So here he goes with the DRS. He's going to be past Daniel Ricciardo. And he goes down the outside. Ricciardo has the inside line, but Ocon has the better grip on the exit, and he is through. Awesomely done there. And now chasing after Kevin Magnussen, as Yuki Tsunoda did manage to get past Piastri. That's obviously happened on the last lap, and yeah, well, Tsunoda definitely in with a chance of getting Max Verstappen here, and goes down the inside, and he is through. What a move that is on the home favourite. Yuki Tsunoda up into the top 3. Let's have another look at that
This one
from
is
the
involving
off-board
Yuki
shot.
Tsunoda.
Wow.
It's there for the taking.
Not many people have made that move work,
Tsunoda says thank you very much.
but Yuki Tsunoda does, and he is through on Max Verstappen. Right. Ocon getting to within a second of the Mercedes car. And Tsunoda desperately trying to reach these two in front. Do we just go standard? Do we stay in this DRS train? Is that going to be the idea here? Oh, and here we go then. This is going to be absolutely fantastic as he flies round the outside. Surely, no. Not quite. Not quite. I thought that was going to be the moment. And Ocon, meanwhile, has made it past Kevin Magnussen. This is great from him so far. Ocon up to 8th, and actually only about 6 seconds behind this battle for the lead. Quite amazing, really. So can Tsunoda avoid high-risk curbs and look after those tyres for the long haul? Certainly going to try, but it wasn't really his fastest there, was it? Alright, Ocon meanwhile in P8, doing a great job, just pulling away from Kevin Magnussen quite nicely. And Tsunoda just trying to stay with his top 3 battle. Ocon now just within 1.1 of George Russell. Yuki doing a terrific job. His pit window is going to be opening very, very shortly. And he's just struggling now to stay within that DRS window.
The window is open.
Stays ahead of Max Verstappen. And there goes Ocon round the outside. He's through on George Russell. And now will more than likely be catching himself up to Perez and Piastri. Who aren't too far behind at all. Or too far ahead, I should say, of Ocon. Russell's made it back past. That wasn't part of the script. I think it's fair to say. And it might just be we'll have to use a bit of ERS to try and pull away. Tsunoda will be coming in on the next lap. So Tsunoda's going to come in. He's going to put on the medium tyres. And I'm hoping this is going to be the making of Tsunoda's race.
We've got no energy, no energy.
So yeah, Tsunoda's in.
Yeah, Roger.
And he's out in 1.8. That's the quickest pit stop we've had all season, I think. A 1.8 second pit stop, and that was with a very well rested team. And Tsunoda back out in 13th position. So he's in a good place. Yeah, he desperately needs DRS, does Ocon. Because he's under pressure from Russell. Yep, should be in DRS range now. And Piastri on very awful tyres. And there goes Ocon trying it round the outside. Not quite managed it there, but here comes Tsunoda trying to get back past Daniel Ricciardo here. And Alex Albon needs to do it quickly. Yeah, he's getting held up here. Yep, should manage to get past the Aston. Yep, he's through. Ocon, by the way, now up to P5. Very, very good. And now this is going to be
Get the tyres down.
Tsunoda getting past
Okay.
Ricciardo. So now Yuki Tsunoda in free air with nicely temperated tyres. When is Ocon coming into the pits? Not too soon. Perez still got good tyre wear. Yeah, Max Verstappen actually doing a great job. Signs in the pit lane. And Tsunoda in a good place here. Gasly in now, and there's Max Verstappen putting in faster slaps. All of a sudden. Okay. So Ocon's going to come in this lap. Going to be aggressive on this lap. Yeah, I don't know whether Max Verstappen is one stop in this race. He might well be. Alright, here we go then. Ocon in. He is in. Yeah. I mean, there you go. 6-second pit stop. So much for not having any pit stop mistakes today. That's got him well back out of things. That is so annoying. But there's nothing we can do about it. Just got to keep pushing. I hope that Ocon can make his way back through here. Really, Ocon should be up where Russell and Magnussen are. But he's having to push harder through the traffic. Luckily, he's come out a long way ahead of Perez. There's Sonoda, P4. 9 seconds off the leader currently. There was Carlos Sainz, who of course won in Singapore as well. And we're just less than half distance in this race. So Ocon now starting to close in on George Russell. And we'll probably get him within the next couple of laps. Yep, there you go. He's through, and yeah, George on old soft tyres.
They're at the peak now.
Copy.
Ocon really needs to get more than a second ahead of Russell. And he will catch Sonoda pretty shortly, which just shows what a different level Ocon is on to Sonoda. I'm just going to tell Sonoda, don't fight your teammate. Yeah. So Ocon currently P3, he's 16 seconds behind Carlos Sainz, who is now third. Max Verstappen leading the race. He's just putting fastest lap. Ocon, yeah, doing a good job, and of course he's going to be on soft tyres come the end of the race. And there's always that possibility that there could be a late safety car that bunches us all together. Now, Sonoda, when is his pit stop coming? Not just yet, but let's just be aggressive with Sonoda now. It's going to be next lap, so he's going to come in. Where will he come out? Probably ahead of Kevin Magnussen, which I think would be a good place to have. But this is his last pit stop of the day. Decent pit stop.
Busy pit exit.
There's Russell. So Magnussen has managed to get through. So he's just behind George Russell, who he was battling with before. Ooh. But he's got one lap better tyres. Right. Let's see what Ocon can do then. He's still pulling out time to Gasly, which is pretty amazing considering that Ocon has only been into the pits once. He started 13th, of course, made his way up into the top 4. He really has been probably driver of the season, if we're being fair. I think, yeah, let's attack him and try and get as much time out of these tyres as we can. Yeah, he's pulling that time right down as Max Verstappen into the pits. He is a pit stop ahead of Esteban Ocon. And yeah, he's going to be coming on to the soft tyres. Quite happy to let him go next lap here. Just go one more lap. Just have those fresh softs for a little while longer. He's going to come back out, I would imagine, ahead of George Russell. So here he comes, Esteban Ocon into the pits, and we need a good pit stop here. And it's not a good pit stop. It's again 4-second delay for Ocon. He's lost 8 seconds in the pits in this Grand Prix. It will be interesting to see where he ends up come the end. But he's now on soft tyres and should be able to push towards the end. He's up in 6th place. Should be able to get George Russell quickly. And then Pierre Gasly. Sainz as well, who's on very old medium tyres. Yep, he's not that far ahead now. And yep, Russell's just got Gasly. Gasly's now not in a good place. And there goes Ocon down the inside quite nicely. And should be able to get George Russell fairly similarly here. And goes down the inside and is through. Now Yuki, meanwhile, just overtaken by Lando Norris in the McLaren. Not ideal. Yep. Where are we at here? Yeah, I think 4th is the best we can get, but you take 8 seconds off and we're right in the battle with Carlos Sainz, and would have been able to battle for the podium, but as it is, that's the way it goes. Let's know that. Yeah. He's going to get past Gasly here, surely. Gasly's tyres are going to burst, I'm imagining. I don't quite know how he's taken them this far and getting any pace out of them. So we're going to allow Tsunoda to push on a little bit and get George Russell. Yeah, he's through. Very, very nicely done. Okay, interval. Looking good. I think Tsunoda will be able to hold off Russell come the end. So let's zoom it through a little bit. Yeah, Tsunoda definitely quicker than George Russell here. Oh, there's a crash somewhere. And it's George Russell. Is there going to be a safety car here? I don't think so. It was George Russell. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't bring out the safety car. If I'm honest, there's a lot of debris on the track. And then that brings Tsunoda some great comfort, I think. Right, time to push with Ocon. Give it a lap of absolutely everything and try and get that fastest lap.
We're at the bottom of the pack then, we're EG.
Copy that.
And Ocon comes round. Yep, no luck there. But does take 2 seconds out of Sainz. And can he use that momentum to try and catch him by the end of the race? I don't know. Sonoda, meanwhile, struggling. I'm going to be aggressive. Damn it. Right, need to keep an eye on this. We're going to conserve now. With both drivers. Need to make sure we don't run out of fuel. Yeah, Sonoda's fine now. Ocon should be good.
Max Verstappen.
But it's Max Verstappen that wins here in Zandvoort. And Ocon is going to come across the line in P4. Started P13. Good damage limitation, you would say. I think that's the best result we could have got from where we started. So 4th place for Ocon. And Tsunoda is going to come over the line. He's going to finish 5th. It's a good result for Williams overall from where we started. 7th and 13th. We managed to finish 4th and 5th. And Esteban Ocon, once again, finishing well ahead of Yuki Tsunoda.
5.
Yeah, nice. Thank you very much.
It's a good drive. Well done, mate.
But no safety cars, no red flags. Always a chance of that, Zandvoort, but just didn't happen today. And well, Max Verstappen, he, after Sainz controlled the opening stint, Max Verstappen very much took over in the following 2 and looked after his tyres rather beautifully in the end. And yeah, he manages to take a victory here in Zandvoort.
Today from Esteban Ocon.
There wasn't too much expectation on them today, but they fought hard and found themselves in the points.
Well, they've been waiting for this, haven't they? And it's only right that they make the most of it. And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
That's their 9th win of the season. I expect them to be showered with plaudits and more.
A sea of smiles all around. They're on top of the world, here in Zandvoort.
Well, very good from those guys. But, yeah, Max Verstappen almost unstoppable, you would say. This season, Lance Stroll finishes 6th. Excellent from him after starting well down at the back of the grid. Oscar Piastri finishes 7th, ahead of Perez 8th, Norris 9th, and George Russell in P10. Gasly finishes outside the points in the end. Into the Drivers' Championship then. Ocon now 40 points behind Max Verstappen. Needs to hope for some DNFs or some incredible luck, you would imagine, to have any chance of competing, but is going to be trying to get 2nd in the championship ahead of Charles Leclerc, which I think would be an awesome achievement considering. But I mean, Leclerc still hasn't won a race for Red Bull. It's been quite a disappointing one for Charles. Perez currently 4th in the championship, been a good season for him at Mercedes. Sainz in 5th, very consistent. Yuki Tsunoda currently back up to 6th in a big battle for 5th with Sainz and Russell. Into the constructors then, and we are still in 2nd place, well ahead of Ferrari, 140 points ahead of them, in fact, well ahead of Mercedes as well, so we should hopefully be in with a good chance of that one. Kevin Magnussen in 13th, not having a good year in that Mercedes team. Piastri's been pretty immense for Alpine, but hasn't quite managed to get the points that Pierre Gasly has. It's an amazing championship, really, looking at all of that. Okay, into the pit stops then. Yuki Tsunoda by far the fastest. Somehow Ocon managed to get 2 very slow pit stops. Don't know what was happening there. Car jack delay and then car released early. It's just not good enough, you would have to say. But there we go then. A good weekend, another 3.8 million into the bank. That gets us nicely back up in terms of funds, which is what we needed, really. And we've got one of my favourite tracks of the season at Monza, next time out in Italy. Really excited for that. Hopefully you guys are too. If you have enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.